All right, so it says Mia buys some tools. She creates an exponential function. Okay, that's important to note that it's an exponential function. V to predict the value of her tools after T years. She predicts her tools will have a value of $380 after 1 year and a value of $361 after 2 years. So you can see the price is going down. So this is exponential decay where it's going down. So which equation represents the function v? Now, the standard form of an exponential function looks like this. It's y equals a times b to the x value, where a is the initial value. So that's the initial value. So that would be, in this case, the price of her tools when she first bought them. And so we know that the price is going down, and after 1 year, there's 380. So we know that initial price is going to be greater than 380. All right. So that's a little bit of information for us. And then the B is what's known as the multiplier. And so the multiplier you get by dividing two values. So the multiplier, if I can spell. And so to find what that multiplier value is, we're going to divide the 380 and the 361. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to just make like a little table. So that's not very pretty, but that's okay. So this is X, which in this case, I guess really is T. That's our input values. And then this would be V of T. And so they gave us at time 1 year, the price was 380. And at 2 years, the price would be 361. Now, in order to write this function, this equation, I really need to know what the initial value is because that's my A in my equation. So I need to know what this is here. All right. So I need the initial value and I need the multiplier. So let's start with the multiplier. So to find the multiplier, what I'm going to do is divide these. So I'm going to do 361 divided by 380. That's not a 3. Sorry, I can't write today, I guess. So 361 divided by 380. And when I do that, I get 0.95. So that's my multiplier, 0.95. Now, if I go over here and look at the answers, so that multiplier comes from what's in the parentheses here. So they wrote it as 1 minus something, but we can simply subtract those, and we're looking for something that subtracts to 0.95. So 1 minus 0.05, that's 0.95. So that one works. 1 minus 0.19, that's 0.81. That one's no good, so we know it's not B. And here's another 0.95. So that one's okay. And then here's another 0.81. So I know it's not D. Okay, so I got my multiplier. Now I just need to find what this initial value is. So if I go back to this, so now I know this relationship, this multiplier is 0.95. So in order to find what the initial value was, I'm going to take the 380 and I'm going to divide it by 0.95. So 380 divided by 0.95, because I'm going backwards. If I was going down, so the way I get from 380 to 361 is by multiplying by 0.95. So 380 divided, or sorry, times 0.95 equals 361. So now I'm looking for what number times 0.95 equals 380, and I can find that by dividing this. So when I divide those, the value that I get is 400. So the initial price of the tools was 400. So I look at my A and my C, And the answer would be A. And just to point out to you, you could have eliminated C because C says the initial value was 380. Well, we know 380 is the price after 1 year. The initial value had to be more than that. So that doesn't make sense for the initial value to be 380. All right, keep it up. You're doing great. You will master the math.